Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
Hello. What's going on? And you guys are turning into the hottest, sultriest, spiciest station, period. Hot 702.5. And y'all ready to come and talk some love? Come on in to where we talk about real life matters of the heart, to fill up your cup with solutions, to leave your soul with overflow, right? So it's definitely where love meets beauty. I am Miss Love Doctor, my beautiful co-host,
Miss Beauty on the Beat.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So real quick before we get started, we're going to have to show a little bit of love to our sponsors, which is me and you.
Hello, you got to support yourself.
You got to support yourself. So Keys Royalty House of Love is where love resides. This is where love
resides.
The key. Like any door that you need open, we got the key. So we always got to make sure you stay on beat. I mean, because if you off beat, then you off beat. I don't really know what to tell you. But we got to keep you
still
on
be
beat
on beat and cute, okay? You know, like
we got to keep you cute.
Yeah, because, you know, I be on beat, but I be on beat. That makes sense?
You be on beat all the time. I don't really want to hear. She don't think she got no
I ain't got no rhythm, and I'm okay with it.
She do.
I've come to terms with myself. I'm okay with it.
My friend can dance.
Accept it.
She can dance.
Accept it.
Let swag and surf come on. It's over.
Listen,
it's
that's
curtains.
A wave. Even
it's curtains.
I just need to go the right way, though. That's it. Right. Once I know the right way, I'm like, oh, bitch, I'm in there.
It's curtains. But yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in for sure. And you already know we need y'all to, if you want to tune in or comment, love, we need you to share. 702-551-5261. We love to hear from you. You already know this is a safe space. There's no judgment. Honesty is a policy. It's a real thing. And respect. Make sure you put that one at the top. Respect.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about love, y'all, today. And we have a beautiful host, guest of love today.
Right?
Too.
Are we doing all right? I love it.
Welcome.
Yes. Oh, wait.
So we will welcome you in first.
Yeah.
And then should we introduce or welcome? We'll introduce then welcome.
Yes, because she got, I like.
So we have the beautiful Miss Oshmine.
Yes. Hey, Oshmine.
Owner.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
We have the owner and the creator and the visionary of Dream Hers in the house. Yeah. And this is how we welcome you at Let's Talk Love. You ready?
1,
2, 3.
Welcome you.
Welcome you.
Welcome me.
Welcome.
I gotta get it together. God damn.
So it's welcome you. Welcome me.
Okay.
Welcome.
Awesome.
How are you guys? You know, I gotta check on you, make sure your spirits is right. Yes. How you guys doing? How's your week? It's Christmas season. As y'all can see, it's birthday season.
Yes. The lovely Miss Love Doctor.
Yes,
this is your season. It's the countdown.
I ain't even gonna lie about it. It's definitely my season.
And I can see it in her spirit. So I'll talk about that later. So,
it took a little bit of work though.
Right.
Like I was not in the spirit. And I gotta say that when we went to Enchant, it kind of woke up something in me. Like the little kid in me was like,
don't you have me cry?
When we hit the corner, remember, I was like, oh my God, because I don't know if I didn't pay attention to what we were going to.
Okay.
I really was only invited because I was talking shit. And that's what I did.
It wasn't that you were
I
only
was like,
invited.
oh,
My
y'all
friend is
didn't
very
invite
intentional.
me.
Right.
When it comes to her coins. Okay. My friend is very intentional. So
Very
we already had it
intentional.
on the list to go.
Okay.
So for me, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go here with my kid, but I still want to go here with my friends.
Okay.
So I'm going to do both. I'm okay with it. I'm going to enjoy it.
Right,
so I'm like, well, shit, if you down, because again, I got to make sure that she always straight. Because she want to, you know.
Because you straight when I'm cool, and I'm cool when you straight.
Right, exactly.
Period. But when we went there, when we
so
turned the corner, it was like, I don't know. It was different. Like it really woke up like the little kid in me. Like
I felt like
Christmas
I was like
for me was
Tiana
like my favorite. You feel me? Like when it snowed outside when I was little on Christmas Eve, I thought God made it snow just for me.
Aww.
And my mom would like legit let me go out there because I wanted to be the first one to make the first tracks. I wanted to make my snow angels. I didn't want it to be messed up. I didn't want nobody to, you know,
like don't you
because like a day or two later, it's dirty as hell. The snow is nasty, and you over it. But that fresh white crystal powder is like it's something different about that. You know what I'm saying? So when we turned the corner, I was like, oh my God. And then one of my coworkers, well, she's my friend. She's my friend 1st. Let me check myself. She is my friend first. Okay. But she's my coworker and she knows me so well. So I told her everybody got little Christmas trees on their desk, but they know I don't go to stores. I'm like, I'm never going to see that unless I order it at Amazon. Yes. And I don't feel like doing that. So I came to work and I had a white and pink Christmas tree, a little Christmas tree, but it had butterflies on it. She still don't even know. I haven't told her the story about the butterflies. Okay. So that just, and it was like the same expression, like, like it was like I haven't been like caught off guard like that in so long. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good feeling, you know. So tell me about y'all week.
Shit. I mean, shoot. No, I felt like the same thing when I went into Enchant. Your niece, Tiana, like, and when I got to go and hang with my niece, I just felt so,
that's my
like,
baby.
my cup was so full from that. Yes. And I'm like, I got to sleep in the house with all of my siblings. Like, I enjoyed, like, that shit, that stuff right there was like the best thing for me. So then that way I feel more in the Christmas spirit. And then also just like ready to be for my kids. Like I needed that for me to like charge up. Now I'm ready to give that extra love and attention and like, well, let's go do this and let's go do that. And like, you know,
have to fill your cup.
Ooh.
You have to fill your cup.
That's the key.
Because if your cup is empty, you don't have shit to give.
That's
like you ain't got nothing to give. Right. And people are like, what's wrong with you? Like, ain't nothing wrong with me. You think you fine.
Right. Right. And I just want to give a shout out because today my baby didn't make it a Capricorn, but she was born at like 10 o'clock at night. The moon was already set. So for me, she a Cap. Okay. So happy birthday, Mila Trebo. You got these little baby birthday. 2 years old.
Little almost Capricorn.
Almost.
Capricorn.
She is. She's born at 10 o'clock at night. That's already 12 in New York, bro. I don't understand how she can't be.
I mean, depending on where she at in the world, it's a wrap.
That's what I just said. I'm like, she a Cat.
They say the best for last. We just gonna go ahead and drop
the first and the last.
Don't argue with me.
How do we end the first and the last? But let's
Yeah,
I got 10 minutes.
That next time.
I got 10 minutes. I'm excited.
At the end.
Yep.
How was your week?
My week has been good. I can't complain. Just getting ready for the holidays. You know, I do have 5 kids, so it can be very exhausting. Yes, I do. I do. And so just getting, I don't think I'm in the season of wrapping. I think I'm just in the season of just, you know, hey, I'm going to put the Christmas gifts underneath the tree the night before. And we can have the excitement together. But I feel good. I'm in good spirits. Usually I am sad around the holidays. I lost my mom, but I feel like to keep the joy and the energy, that's what she would want. And for me, just to keep thriving. And my kids bring me so much joy. So I'm happy just to, you know, be able to do that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing though. Yes. That's amazing. Yes. Yeah, we're in the season. So I understand exactly what you mean because I lost my mom this last August. Even though it feels like every time I think about it, it feels like last month.
I know. I'm
like, was it?
And mine's in 5 years. Yeah. I'm like,
it's already been a year. But like, that's why I said, like, I don't think I was in the season.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it. And I really definitely was like, what I got going on, I was like, I'm not having no party. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to this, I'm that. And then I was like, I think my what you say? My alter ego.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, please.
Why?
We need to celebrate us. Like, we've been through a lot this year. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna be intentional about this good time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but we're gonna talk about giving back, and look at Leonard on her talking about 5 kids.
Yes. And I look good.
Damn good.
Damn good.
I saw this lady in the store today, and she had a nice little fat layaway with clothes, but she was still picking up clothes. And they were like, "You still shopping?" And she said, "I got 7 kids. I gotta make it do what it do."
Make it do what it do.
I said, "You pop that thing, you better make sure it happens." You know what I'm saying, for them kids.
Your responsibility.
The kids is like, "Hey, mama, you like, I got you."
Right. I didn't ask to be here.
That's what it's all about. So we talking about giving back anyway when it comes to these kids, and it's super important. And when it be in the holiday season, I think people like get away from what giving back really means.
Looks like,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like if we most kids are like, what I'm getting for Christmas? Well, how many presents I got?
Right.
I only got 8 presents, or only got 7 presents, or whatever. Or I got this and I got that. And it's like we have gotten so far away from what this season even means.
Definitely.
And for me, it was like, I think because it was always my birthday. Yeah. So it was like a warm feeling. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that. Like the fireplace burning feeling. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's why I need a fireplace.
With family and togetherness and cooking and eating and all of that. So it really was never about the gifts. Right. You know what I'm saying? So,
it was about the people that you got to be around. Like,
I
get to go hang with my cousin. Yeah, I don't see. Oh my God. Like she could tell me what she was doing in school, or I like her style, or I can't wait to see what she got, because she always get the nice shit.
What you get for Christmas? Exactly. I know your mama them laced you because y'all got some more money than us.
Exactly. That's how that silvery, like that family dynamics, like, oh well, their parents are more off, so they get all of these things, and you kind of idolize them as if like, dang, they mama do this for them. And it'd be like, oh, I can't wait. Well, if she can't fit it no more, hopefully she can give it to me. Like, girl, that's what me. I was like, I ain't mad at it. I'll take second.
Right.
It's cool. I'm a middle child of a girl.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm used to hand me downs. I'm like, but they get the cute shit. I want the cute stuff.
Right. And now you get the cute stuff because you can afford it. But at the same time, it's like, it should be way about, is this person really a good person?
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So do we know if this person is a good person? Because at this point, it's like now to the owner's discretion. It's like what you could do for me determines on if you are a good person or stuff like that. Like,
true.
Yeah. You know, like how do you determine what's a good person? What do you guys think a good person is?
Our guest.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like a good person is when they are genuine and where they're really from the heart. For me, like you said, we're in the giving back season. So where is this coming from? Is it coming from a sense of recognition, or just coming from a sense of, I really do want to help out the community? And that for me serves me purpose. So even if I have to come out of pocket, majority of the time, that's what happens when you do have a nonprofit. It serves me to see the underprivileged and the children that don't have without, to see them just get like a regular baby doll, or the simple things that we look at means so much to them. I literally had a lady cry over a $20 gift card, and it was so warm for me to see like that really helped you and your family. So this is like, I feel like a good person is being genuine, being real, being true to who you are, having morals and ethics. And if you stand on that, you're good to go with me,
Morals and ethics.
Yes. The good morals and ethics. You
already know.
Everybody got their own beliefs, but
What you think? Sam?
I really do. I feel like you got to come from a genuine place. I feel like you always want someone that wants to see that can see the joy in people, but also like when people need help. Like me and my little brother have always been the type that wanted to give back, even my sister. But when we were, at the bank, and like you would see homeless or moms with kids, I got like $10. My brother got $10. We like, as soon as we seen them, we like, here you go.
Right.
Like you can have
both
it.
of y'all 10, or we gonna give them 10 and
no, we both gave them ours. My mom was like, "Don't get that lady money. She can probably get more money than we do." But it was just a first nature thing for us. We didn't care. Right. We didn't, like I remember my brother, New Year's Eve when he came out, or for my birthday, he saw a guy with like shivering cold laying down. He gave him his jacket. I'm like, Charlie, it's just like that's the moral, the ethics, like that's the giving back,
selflessness.
And
I feel like people, they get so far away, they so focused on what they need, and they don't realize what they need is the same thing the opposite person from you needs and wants from you. So how can you not do that? How can you be so about self and selfish and forget about the selflessness?
Oh, 3 times for,
and that's what makes the world a better place.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I feel like this is something that you do.
Yes.
This is something that you do every single day.
Yes.
So we're gonna talk about what you do. But before we talk about what you do, we gotta talk about who you are. Who's the woman?
Yeah.
Give us a little background. Give us a little history. Tell us about your love life. Because this is Let's Talk Love.
Okay, well, let's talk love. I do have a partner in the back. But okay, so with that being said,
shout out to the Capricorn.
Shout out to the Capricorn in the back.
To the cap.
Well, who I am, my name is Oshmine Nicole Clisby, and I go by Osh because my dad named me. It's Hebrew; it means the daughter of love. Wow. So who I am is and my foundation is my faith, and so I am a believer, and what I represent is just about peace, love, and unity. And so when I came, I've only been out here for about 7 years. So I made my mark in the community with mental health. I saw a lot of people struggle with that, even my immediate family, and even with me, going through life traumas, and trauma is real, and just going through stuff like that, and how to overcome, and healthy coping skills, and what did that look like. So for me, who I am, I just want to be able to give the gifts that God gave me and share them, and to help somebody, even if it's one person, 2 person, 3 people, it doesn't matter, family, friends, associates. I want to be able just to share that love, and that's who I am, and that's what I try to represent all the way. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, okay? I have flaws. Now I have flaws, but God is still working on me. Nobody's perfect.
Perfect.
Love for me means like just building something together. I feel like we're unique, right? You have your own gifts, so for my partner, I feel like, what can you bring for us to do together? You already got your thing going on, I got my thing to go. What do we want to do together and build? And so that's
Tetris.
I
lay my
right, because the whole goal is to level up. Like, what are we doing? If we're staying the same and not evolving, if there's no growth in a relationship, what are we doing?
What are we
doing?
I think that's a Capricorn thing. What is yours, sir?
I'm an Aquarius, though.
Wow.
I'm right behind you. Oh, okay. You're
Aquarius.
What's your birthday?
She almost
the 17th.
Okay, and I'm really February 1st, so I'm right there.
Oh, my grandma's February 2nd.
Yes.
And she was dope.com.
Yes.
I think they tell it like it is.
Yeah,
they do. Yeah, quietly too.
Quietly, very.
January ones do. February's will say it like to your face,
but with love, though.
Yeah, we used to always say that my grandmother would cut you, but you didn't know you were cut.
Right.
Until you saw the trail of blood, because it would be so.
Right. Yeah, like smooth
with it. Yeah,
smooth.
I was like, did she just cut me?
Right.
My son do that to me all the time.
Right.
Like, Mama, just tell me that you didn't do it. Go ahead. I already know. God damn it. Okay, shit. Yeah. Like, it'd be smooth. Like, you got me. All right.
We used to be like a little razor blade.
Yeah.
So tell us how Dream Hers manifested itself. What's the passion behind it?
Definitely. So Dreamers represents helping everyone rise successfully. So that's the hers part. The dream part came from me because we all have a dream, right? I don't mean to get deep with you, Martin Luther King, but I feel like
MLK.
Okay,
here.
This is a safe place.
Oh,
this is a safe. Okay, so it's getting deep. And for me, the niche was helping women and children with disabilities. I know there's a lot of women empowerment. Children has always been my passion. That's something I do outside of my nonprofit, is mental health with kids. So the Dreamers helping children with disabilities kind of came from with my own family members, just seeing the lack of support, the lack of resources. And then when we see somebody with disability, we don't know how to really properly interact with them. It's like, oh, either we're nervous because it's like, oh, we don't know what's going on. Does he have this? Does he have that? And just don't know how to really, approach them. So I want to be able to bring that awareness and let them know, see the child's ability before the disability. So that's my goal. And Dreamers, I birthed it about 8 months ago. So it's a fresh nonprofit.
Wow.
Yeah, it will be a year in August.
Oh, it's a birthday.
So it's my baby. And I've just been trying to network and do a lot of collaborations with other nonprofits just to get my name out there, because that's the goal, right? And with that being said, my passion is just to make sure that every child is seen and heard, and getting the resources and the tools that they need to succeed, because we all matter. So that's a little bit about Dreamers.
Because we all matter. I like how
really
she said that. All of us. It
We
ain't
all
a
matter.
this. It's not a you.
It's not. It's all
everybody.
of us. Yeah.
We all matter.
Yeah. And there's certain areas that where I feel heavily more like in the Black and brown community, me being an African-American woman, I feel like there is a lack of awareness and resources. And then it may be a sense of embarrassment because, oh, I have a child that's disabled and I don't want to display this, but it's like, you're not alone.
Or I don't want everybody in my business.
I don't want everybody in my business, but there's so many resources. There's so many things that you can do and get the help that you need, because then you'll see a community of women that are in the same shoes and in your same boat that want that help and that support. So
let them tell her we all got a disability.
That's true.
Of some sort.
Yeah.
So why would anybody be any different than you?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So last week we talked about things that we wish we knew growing up and how we need to furthermore teach what we now know.
Yep.
So what are some things that you wish, like, we say, I wish I would have knew that when I was this, whatever. So that right now that you feel is important that we should teach young girls.
Young girls right now to know that we all come in different shapes and sizes, and that God made us all uniquely, and just how to cope with anything that they're dealing with. I really feel like growing up, I grew up more in a church community, that I lacked a lot of coping skills, and I low-key feel like I had anxiety at a young age. Going on stage, doing Easter plays, I'm like, I'm not ready for this, but the pressure was real. I do miss it, but I didn't know the pressure that I felt at 12 because of my parents. It was more like, you have no choice. And I feel like now
they never thought about how you felt.
They never thought
it's a real thing.
It was a real thing.
No, that's true.
It makes sense. And I don't fault them because I don't feel like they had the tools. It was more like, this is what I was taught. I'm teaching you, and it's the generation to come. So I want to stop that now. Your voice is heard now within boundaries, because you're going to be respectful now. Within, I want to hear your voice. You matter. So if you're really going through something, our young ladies today, whether it's a, body image, whether it's just anxiety, depression, whatever you feel that you're going through, I hear you. I see you. So I want to be able to help you in that atmosphere. I don't want you to self-diagnose yourself and say that you have all these things, because it can be a simple conversation, or just say, I need some deep breathing skills. I need to walk outside. I need to meditate. All those things I wish I had at a younger age. How to meditate. I mean, my whole thing was give it to God. I gave it to God, and I still needed therapy. So it was a combination of things that we both needed. So I feel like that's what I want to teach these young ladies. Like, we hear you, we see you, and we're here for you. So
yeah.
Wow.
What about you, Fran? I love that. I love everything about that. Because body image is probably the biggest thing for women. And a lot of people don't really understand that, because like I always reference Big Mouth, and I know like they need to pay me at this point, but it really depicts and it shows like the way our hormones work on the inside. And then it's like, soon as you get your cycle, all of a sudden your body is like, oh my God, like what is this? Like, why does it look like this? And and it's like it plays through your head, and then now it's a completely different ball game of how you're supposed to look.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
agree.
I feel like that's how society is. Like, when you are younger and like, the skin problems, when you start getting there, like I used to always feel like, dang, the chocolate girls, they never got a bump on their face at all. Like never. I never seen a spot of nothing, right? So I'd be like, fuck. And then I feel like, dang, even though they tried to play us between each other,
right?
I still felt like I had like I was light skinned and I had red bumps and I had, like I didn't feel, beautiful. I didn't feel that the extra rolls or, me hiding my body, because as a Black woman, we have hips, we have curves, and our parents would make you feel a certain type of way if you accentuated your body. You were more ashamed.
I still feel like little girls need to wear a little baggier clothes.
I'm not
like
saying
if I got on skin tight pants, my baby don't need to have on skin tight pants.
No, I agree.
If I got on leggings, my baby don't need to have on leggings.
Not to interrupt you. Yeah, no, okay. And just our generation of platform is like the social media. Like we didn't have as much. I think I just barely had Facebook growing up and AOL dial-up. Oh, wow. So it's like they're comparing themselves constantly. They're looking at all these body images, and everybody wants the ideal hip shape and booty, right? Yeah. And like you said, we already have that naturally. So what are some girls that are mixed and some girls that are, of different races, and they don't feel confident in themselves? And that's the thing, is like, I want to build your self-esteem in the way you look. I'm a petite woman. I'm 4'11". I'm 37 years old. And I look like I'm 21 sometimes. And this is the way God made me. I have to accept it. You know what I mean? I still feel like I'm juicy in the spite of, But that confidence, it came from just me building myself up. And I try not to compare myself, because I see myself scrolling. I'm like, ooh, I wish, you know what I mean? Or if I could take this up, lift this up. But the reality is, like, this is who I am. Love me or hate it, And but they, it's hard for them because they're constantly looking at this and feeding on this. As soon as they wake up,
it's crammed down your throat. Yeah, it's crammed so far down your throat. I was looking at a video today. Well, I was looking at several, because we're gonna do the dance for my birthday. Okay, but the girl, it was like the way she came into the camera, and I don't know why I just automatically zoomed in on the fact that she's had a BBL, because her belly button didn't look right. And it's not like a critical thing, but it's like. Now it's like our mind goes to that. Like now our conversations is all about that. Like you hear people just having conversations like, oh, well, you feel like this. Okay, we'll do this. Like, but if it's cosmetic and you really need it, I understand that. Right. You know what I mean? And if it's really doing something for your confidence, but if it's something that you are trying to fix from the inside, it's never going to fix it on the inside.
That's deep.
It's never gonna fix it on the inside,
and that's the key. It had your self-esteem comes from the inside out. That's where your true beauty is.
What would be something you could tell a young lady that you wish you knew then, but you know now?
That you are enough. Like you are, just you. How you want to show up, how you want to present yourself, how you, like it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hoping I'm teaching my daughter.
Me too.
I would say self-love is key. Yeah. Like if you're not even taught to love yourself, I don't know how you need to figure that out, what you need to do, what you need to Google.
How to water your plant.
And troubles don't last always. Ooh. Like in the field, I'm in the field too. So it's like, you think about it, like you said, at that time as a teenager, you think this is end all, tell all, because this is your little life right now.
Oh my God, nobody.
So stressful. Right. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like it is something that's going to be temporary. Yeah. And you will get through it. You will be okay, and you will come out better. And the more you love yourself, the more those things, the less they happen.
Right. True.
The less those things happen, because you're so busy trying to figure out who you are. They said not the belly button. You're trying to figure out who
the belly button ain't adding up.
You're gravitating. You got this person. You got that person. Right. And another thing is like people come and go. Yeah. Like you think this your bestest friend.
I know.
Your bestest friend. Yeah. And you realize like later on in life,
everything happened for a reason and a season.
That's cool.
I didn't know. Yeah.
But I grew out of that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes. So I see you guys are going to be offering self-care skills.
That's good.
Yeah.
What are some of those? Can you give us a little bit about what will be taught in the workshops?
Yeah, definitely. So with the self-care skills, it would be more geared towards the mom. What does that look like to take care of yourself and taking care of a child with a disability. Think about it. We're all moms, right? And I personally don't have a child with a disability, but I'm exhausted in general, just taking care of my own children. So imagine, going to appointments, doctor appointments, or, getting scheduled and stuff like that. You're just probably feeling overexhausted. So how to take care of yourself in the midst of taking care of your child. What does that look like for you? Taking time for yourself and not feeling guilty. I think as moms, we always we feel bad sometimes when we do things like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, or did I do too much of it? And it's like, I'm learning that to myself. I'm like, you know what? It's okay to get some quiet time. It's okay to take a vacation for 48 hours. And your kids, they're going to be okay.
Girl.
Because you
is the lights on?
Yes.
Is the cable on?
Right.
Is the food in the refrigerator?
Right.
Bitch, if I go out every motherfucking weekend, I bet not hear nothing.
Right.
My kids are straight. That's the first thing that a guy or anybody will want to say about a mom, because we are overcritical.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because again, at the end of the day, we don't know what goes on and what they have to do on a day-to-day just to keep what is a face.
Right. So. And if you neglect yourself, you're really neglecting your children. And I learned that is that is key. Yeah. And it's like, if I pour more into Oshmine, I could be the best version for my kids.
That's what I felt this weekend. When I came home, I'm like, kids, come here, give me love, hug. Like, I couldn't believe that.
Shout out to my cousin. She just told me, I told you to focus on you more.
Good job.
Good job. Thank you, cousin. Thank you.
I think once we feel like we have permission to.
Yeah. It's so freeing. It's freeing.
Who takes the permission away?
Society. Yeah. Society. And again, it is. We are.
And then we feel bad too, as like, if you're a single mom and you're doing things on your own. I feel like sometimes we overcompensate. Oh, okay, if your dad's not in your life, and we want to be the best, like you're not getting everything you need. But in actuality,
let me do it times two.
But in actuality, the support system that you have, that's who loves you.
Yeah.
And the neglect of your father, that's something that we can deal with as you become of age, or whatever you guys have as your family. But right now, these people in your life, they matter, and you matter. So this love that you have in your community that's all you need right now. And
you can't help the past.
I'm not going to overexhaust myself because one dad doesn't, want to be a part of life, or whatever the case might be. So it's kind of like, I'm not going to feel guilty for that. That was his choice, but my choice is to be there for my kids, so. Yeah,
it's a choice.
It's a choice.
A choice, girl. Come on.
It's important to take care of yourself, though. Even with Keys Do Love Mommies, like I do focus on.
I love
the fact that you are a woman first,
yes,
and then you're a wife or girlfriend, then you're a mom. I mean, however, whatever order you want to put it in. I'm not trying to do your stuff.
Right.
I ain't trying to start no mess. But what I'm saying is, woman is first, zero no highest. Like you can't get away from being a woman. So I always want to make sure we reinforce the woman, the femininity, and make sure you tap into that energy, because don't forget who you are, because you're a god. This goddess. Somebody said we were gods this weekend, but we're gonna talk about that another time. But
guys.
A male said that we women are gods.
Oh, God! Yay!
Somebody
else said that too this week. Somebody told you that this weekend, bro. Bro, somebody told me that this weekend. How we had two separate conversations on the same wavelength, we're separate,
right?
Cause period. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're fine.
That's cool. That's cool, because at the end of the day, it's like, if we don't pour that into ourselves,
right,
then what is really true? Because at the end of the day, and the beginning of the day, and when the sun rises and the moon comes up and all that shit go down, everybody came out of the legs of a woman, and I'm gonna stand 10 toes on that.
Right, that's true.
So you have to make sure that they're good. Like, why wouldn't you make sure they're good? Because you said something that was really important, is that if you're not good, even though people think they're doing great,
right,
but they don't realize that they're either lacking, where their cup is too empty, or they're actually overflowing all over their kids with their bullshit. Just like they say, well, we just stand together for the kids. This girl told me the other day that her parents are divorcing after 29.5 years. And I was like, well, why did they stay together? Was it for the kids? That was just my first thought, because that's what everybody uses as an excuse. And she was like, she didn't know. She was like, no, it couldn't have been for the kids, because it wasn't a great situation. You know, so I was like, that is interesting.
But it could be. It could still be that.
It could still be what?
It could still be in the best interest of the kids.
It was for this situation. It was not in the best interest because she said that the dad was abusive to the mom and the kids. So it was not in their best interest.
I didn't say it. I wasn't meaning it in that specific.
Right. But if you're not happy, if you and your husband or wife are not happy, right? You think it's in the best interest for the kids, but really your shit is spilling all over. They can feel it. They can feel the lack of love. They can feel the lack of compassion. Yes. They can see the disconnect between the two of you. Kids are not dumb.
Right.
We can't take that away from these kids. They pay attention because, like you said,
details.
We're already like transforming our life when we go from preteen to teenager.
Yeah,
because our hormones is already telling us that biologically this is what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So you're paying attention. You're paying attention to everything that your parent do anyway, because your parents is your very first teacher.
Yes. They are.
So at the end of the day, it's like you have to be good. You and your spouse have to be good. It's a must.
Right.
No matter what. But you got to be good for yourself first.
Right.
And then once you're good for yourself, then you can be like, okay, like you said, you filled your cup up. You came right back. You was like, oh, kids. But if your cup was still empty, you'd have been like, God damn it. Like, not saying this is how she is.
Right. But no, but that's
a
legit that's a legit feeling.
Yeah.
When you come home back to some stuff that you didn't want to come home to. If you still had that same thing, that's the same thing in a man in a relationship that gets it too. Like if they don't want to come home, they don't come home.
Like people say they sit outside.
I sit in my car a lot, but I like sitting in my car though. Like I talk to myself and I unwind.
I do too. I feel like it's until taking accountability. And every situation, like you said, how they were together and it wasn't healthy. It was like you have to realize in any situation, if it's not serving you, it's not going to help you. It does more harm than it does more good. And, you know, I think everybody in life is coming to that awareness. This awareness, I love that this awareness is more than it has ever been. Therapy has been more, you know, more promoted than it's ever been. And I was listening to a clip. I don't know if you guys are aware, like Sarah Jakes and her mom. And what kind of resonated with me, her mom, she just told her mom, like, while you were doing all these things and, you know, in the ministry and all of that, she was like, it made me hate church. And you would think like, oh, why she hate church? But she a pastor. She's like, because it took the time away from me. While you were spinning and doing all that in the ministry, I was spinning too. Like she said, the kids were going through the same thing, but her mom, it resonated with her mom. And she began to say, you know, I apologize for that because I didn't realize how much it affected you because I thought I was just doing my job.
Yeah.
But in actuality, you know, by serving the community in the ministry, I wasn't serving my home first. Like
they right there. Your kids are right there the whole time.
Right there.
So yeah, that's deep.
It's deep. And I was in full of tears because it's like
it is.
You have to come to that awareness. It's like, sheesh, like, you know, we're not perfect people, we're not perfect parents, but it's like if you can be aware of your actions and say, hey son, you know what, I did not take that time to do the things and I want to do better. Right there, that's where the healing begins. When you acknowledge your kids and you hear them. Because I have family members that still haven't been heard and holding on to that. Like my mom hates me and I don't know why she do that. And I'm like, no, she doesn't hate. She just never acknowledged your pain and what you went through. And you're still hurt behind that. So you can't heal and the cycle continues. I'm like, let's break the cycle. You know what I mean? Like, how can we do that? You know, but you know,
by having those moments, like, you know, I'm glad that I'm starting to have moments like that because it was like Justin is playing basketball. He's like, okay, well, we had a deep conversation. I was excited about it.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, hey, well, I know that he had a job to do, you know, because he has chores. But I said, these are moments that we're building.
Yeah.
I'm having conversations with him. And I felt like that was more important. If he has to do it again tomorrow, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But I would rather have that knowing or getting to know you, that conversation.
Yeah.
Get to know you conversation.
Yeah.
Because it is worth it.
That's it. And it's like having, like you said, the transition of having kids. When you first having it, BB cuckoo gaga, your language is different now. So I can't talk to my son how I did at 3 and he's 14 now. My language has to be different. My approach has to be different. Ooh. And so I'm learning that. And I feel like I'm glad this generation that we have the language to talk about that, especially in therapy. We have the tools to talk about and how to deliver the message without being, offensive, defensive, or whatever way. And I have to be receptive to what my children have to tell me too, because it may hurt my feelings, and sometimes they can be raw and uncut. And you're like, wait, I did all this for you, but it's like, no, but you really didn't hear me then. And you're like, oh, so like we said, it comes back to accountability. It's like, I want to do better. I want to be better. So what does that look like for our relationship, son?
Yeah, I think though too, like I think parents got to take out the fact that this does not make you weak.
No,
it does not make
all.
you trying to be their friend,
right?
Because you can still stand on what you stand on,
yeah.
but you can still listen to what they're saying and make them understand further. This is why we're doing this this way.
Yeah,
because I know growing up, like majority of the time it was be seen and not heard. We couldn't question, we couldn't ask.
It is what it is, right?
It's because I said so, and it's like, well, because now I'm growing older, like that shit don't make sense.
Exactly. When they can,
you did tell me
just because you said so, right?
That one day, and
you remember that time you
purple outside, and I didn't say nothing because I couldn't. Right. But now I'm getting older, like, bro, that sky is purple.
Right.
The sun is setting.
Right.
It was blue this morning, but it's like you bet what you say,
right?
Like. And so you kind of, it's crazy because you bring that with you as an adult too.
You do.
You become your little self.
You carry that.
You say your little self, and it comes out when you're triggered. Have you noticed that?
Yep.
That's what I've learned this year.
Yep.
This show has really taught me about the emotional intelligence and like the coping skills, and each show has been something different that's added in my fun house. My thing that, on Inside Out, like I've been
your
core
core
memories and values and the little bridges that it's creating. I feel like this is the great platform and show that, thank you, friend, that you've been really, been able to do that.
That's nice.
in this,
it's healthy.
It's healthy. In this healthy way. And she's never biased, and she's never on it's an all man thing, because I can be sometimes that way. I kind of speak for us, because I just feel like I only know me and us and what I see my friends go through. But Tasha sees the world and people, and like, you need love, you need this, and this is why you're doing this. This is why you doing that.
Right.
Like, let's figure that shit out. So then, okay, so is it my okay.
No, it's not. But my balloons will turn around. They couldn't see it. Yeah. Thank you. That was nice.
That
was real.
Because I was really like, it all goes into what you're doing and what we're talking about now.
Right.
And what you're trying to teach. My daughter my daughter's still like, I'm a preteen in training. I was like, okay. Like, she's excited.
She was really listening.
She was. There was a lot of kids
at the Let's Talk Love. We did a Let's Talk Love with teens.
I love that.
And I think
I come on that show one day with the teens.
Yes.
Well, bring them. I just,
And she didn't let me in there, girl. I was like,
they need their safe space. So I agree. I agree.
Parents can't come in. Parents cannot.
And when she did the men, us women couldn't come in either, girl. I was like, she know what she doing. She know what she doing.
Well, we got a Let's Talk Love coming up February 9th. Ooh. And it's for men and women. So it's gonna be good. So I still need a couple panelists. I got some good panelists too.
Hey.
I got some This is gonna be good. That's all I can say is this is gonna be good.
Yeah, get ready. Get ready, because next year, bro.
Yes.
Next year
I'm ready for 2023. Yes.
Next year is ready for
us. It's almost here.
That's what it is.
The days are counting.
It's already ready for us. But I definitely love how you said you see people's ability over their disability.
Yes.
Like, I think that is so dope. And if everybody else like saw humans through those eyes, then we wouldn't have all this separation.
That's
true.
Right? Just because they're different doesn't mean they're different.
Right.
Right. So I think that's awesome for the women and the children that you service. So let us know how they can sign up.
Definitely. So with that being said, I have a new website that's going to be coming out in the beginning of the year. I just revamped it. What I wanted to do was create a calendar where everybody can see the events and where they're able to click and say, I want to volunteer, or whether they want to donate or just show up in general. My key is to give them the resources, but make the resources really count. You know how people pass out flyers and you're like, oh, yeah. I want to know the follow-up. So did this help you? Did you find the therapist therapist that you need? Did you find the ABA? Did you find the, for autism, ADHD, whatever the disability that you're struggling? Did you find the support group? And if it wasn't my organization, I spread that love. Hey, there's another organization over here. Oh, they actually do service that over there. So it's like, I feel like being in the nonprofit field, it's no need to be greedy. I cannot do everything. I can only do within my means, but there might be other organizations that can spread that. And so to get on my website, you'll be able to see that and be able to see the programs that I have to offer in the future. I really want to do the transportation. I noticed that a lot of people with disability, children with disabilities, they have the lack of transportation. What if you have more than one child and you have wheelchair, you have walkers and stuff like that? That's really hard to get on a bus.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I come from humble beginnings as well. I've been on the bus before, and just with my children in general on a stroller, I was just like, oh my God, I have the worst anxiety. The worst anxiety, like
drive for that reason.
Right. And what about in the snow?
Right. And just in general, just having 5 kids in general, then you have 2 with disabilities trying to get on the bus, and people staring at you are not really supporting you. So I'm in the making of trying to get that transportation bus where I have somebody will be able to pick up them from their appointments, giving me a scheduled time and see what I can coordinate, like a monthly thing, like, hey, in this month, this is what I can do. That would be my goal. And having the support groups again for mom. I don't discriminate against the fathers. Don't get me wrong now, guys. Fathers do it too, but majority of the time it is women. So if there is fathers, you're more than welcome to get the resources too as well. Mm-hmm. I just want to put that out there. So I'm gonna be like,
okay, look at
yeah, there's some single dads holding it down. So
there's a lot of single dads holding it down.
Yeah,
I feel like shout out to the single parents.
Yeah,
period. Yeah, because baby, it's supposed to be 2 parents.
Thank you. At all times.
Ooh, yes, it is.
So. Okay, so they can't look at the website now. So what do you got coming up, like in the next thing?
So I'm actually, so I'm looking
for us to come and support.
Yes, I would love for you guys. It's going to be a special needs field day. So it's going to be activities for moms and children and just in families, resources, giveaways. So it's going to be like my annual event, my first annual event. And for them to come out, I'm going to have other partners to come out and give their resources as well. But the whole objective is I want the mothers to feel supported, welcoming. I'm going to do like massages for them, like pure relaxation, just relax. And then for the children with disabilities to engage in activities that are appropriate for them. And just kind of like a fun field day. So that's going to be coming up. And then I have something in the month of February about love and giving to them. That's my birthday month. So that's going to be doing that. And then a few things in March, some sock giveaways, donation drives. So I'm definitely it's going to be all on the website that I'm going to have. So I look forward to those things coming up. And so
when's the website dropping?
It will be the first week of January.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on there.
So you can follow me now though on my Instagram, which is dreamers_LV.
And how do you spell that?
So dreamers. So the regular dream, DREAM, and then hers HERS_LV.
All right, y'all heard that. So if you guys know anybody, or if you have your own children that you need some assistance with, there is some queens out here to help us.
Definitely.
When you said love and field day and all that, I had
you had a vision. Okay, let's talk.
I just instantly thought about what about a self-love marriage?
Ooh, I like that.
But
let's talk more.
I was like, she's coined it. Y'all already said it. I'm always gonna say whatever ideas that my friend posts.
That is a month of love, and it's my birthday month, so I'm down for whatever it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. So it is 50 after the hour.
Okay,
there's been a request because my friend, as you can see, I have a birthday.
Yes, I need her to play one time.
Okay.
For you already know.
What?
Okay, let me turn my camera so I can
one time. One time for the birthday who?
The girl.
I got a couple birthday songs. You want to hear that one though?
Well, which one makes you feel like you ready to dance? Because this a countdown. Is it 2 days or 3? Can I say it's 2?
We got 3. Well, today is already.
Exactly. So we 2 days till Christmas Eve in the month.
2 days.
2 days, bro. 2 days. Because at 12 o'clock, it's going down.
Going down.
At 12 o'clock it's going down.
It's at 12 o'clock, that Friday night.
Right.
When Christmas Eve starts. I don't know if you can do 40 shots, and I was like, every.
I am not ever doing no 40 shots.
But if you do 2 shots every 10,
it's your birthday.
We can do 4 and 3
shots every 20 minutes.
What about 4 and 3?
Okay, ooh, that's intense.
That's a lot. I still probably won't, but we'll go there. So, let me see. This is a good birthday song right here.
Okay, we got a birthday, guys.
So yes, I just want to shout out this birthday girl right here. Right here.
Miss Tasha. Hey, hold on. Let me get you on the recording now.
No birthday. Go earthquake. Go birthday. You know how to celebrate her, y'all.
Hey, go Tasha.
If she's 21 and over, then she legal. And if she get her own dose, she don't need you.
If she get her own dose, she don't need you.
Okay, y'all. Henny in that blunt, she gonna end up on the sex. Baby girl is drunk, party on air. She don't give a fuck. She don't care about her best friend. But don't be trying to take advantage because she drunk. Because you can dance all night, but you want to make
we're gonna make another twirl. Here you go. Look. I got you.
You stay ready.
Yeah.
You stay ready.
You ain't
birthday toast, everybody.
You know what? Congratulations,
Tasha.
And like this whole year, like this time, this is when we got the information that we're gonna be on the radio.
Yeah.
Starting in January. Okay. Yeah. So if we was gonna be on, like we've been rocking this whole fucking year to the fullest, doing and different stuff, rocking and rolling, even ducking and dodging. Okay, Okay,
I love it.
And with all the love and support that you have, your village, our friends know who they are.
They on here. They said one time for the birthday.
Hey,
what up, Didi, Cash, Kato?
Thank you.
We got
Miss Pinkston.
We got Bill differently in here.
Everybody
get my shot. Wait.
Go get your shot. Wait.
We only got 2. We only got 1 minute. So.
1 minute, y'all. Okay. I just want to say thank you for your vision, being able to be invited to it, but also see it and be able to be above those trees, to be able to walk with you and be able to see that. I'm excited for the next years to come.
I'm excited.
Okay. Because again, my friends think big. Okay.
Hey, you better.
Yes.
If you don't think big, then you better.
Yes.
Thank you.
We gotta hit it. We gotta hit it on the.
We gotta tap it.
Tap it.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Woo! That was harsh. It's a birthday celebration, so shout out to everybody who's gonna hang out with me. We're gonna be in Paris.
I hope y'all have your outfits, ladies.
All right,
y'all outfits.
I love y'all. Tune in next week. Have a good holiday. And if you sad, try to think about the good times. Try to think about the good memories and get a little bit of hugs from your ancestors because they still with you.
Yep.
I know it's rough, but we're going to turn up.
Turn up.
All right. Love y'all.
Deuces.